Welcome to Stream Time, where we talk all things streaming. What's on, what's coming up, and what you should avoid. We'll also explore ways to save you money on your streaming services as well. So kick back and relax as we get ready for Stream Time.
Follow the lies, and you'll discover the truth, even if it takes you someplace that you don't want to go. This time on Stream Time, we're looking at a stark political thriller ripped right from today's headlines. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome to Stream Time. We're so glad you decided to join us today. And remember, if you like the show, do us a favor. Please subscribe, give us a positive rating and review, and share us with your friends. You can look for more episodes of Stream Time by going to streamtimeshow.com. That's streamtimeshow.com, or at our main website under purplepitstudios.com. Just search for Stream Time under the list of podcasts there. So this time on Stream Time, Elisha is a dogged reporter who wants to break front page news. But after old school columnist Nick teams up with her, she stumbles upon a needle in a haystack thread to a bigger conspiracy involving the most popular presidential candidate in the presidential race, Nate Sterling. The conspiracy could bring down Nate, but also democracy itself. This is a streaming movie exclusive on the Peacock channel, and we're going to have a listen to this trailer for this streaming movie called The Independent, and we're going to talk about it then right after this.
Yeah.
There's your haystack.
Who's your source?
That's confidential.
Is it the PR associate? I got you the interview. What's your angle? You want top byline?
No, I don't think...
Who is the whistleblower? You stole it?
It's everything we need.
They don't give process to shoplifters.
I hit a dead end, and so I made a judgment call. Something this big, the ends justify the means.
The ends? For who? For you?
No, the American people.
I should have you fired.
You're the one who should be fired. You are phoning it in right in the middle of one of the most crucial elections of both of our lifetimes. Where's the integrity in that?
Have fun back at the kids' table, scooping up Kevin Conrad's scraps.
Please. Somewhere in that pile is the story of a lifetime.
I have no desire to commit career suicide just before the lifetime achievements start rolling in on the back of my pension. Literal suicide is a different question, but you're not my therapist. Now, get out of my office! We're done!
There you go. There is the Stream Time premiere trailer for the exclusive streaming movie on the Peacock channel called The Independent. This movie is labeled as a political thriller, and let me tell you, folks, it is at that. This film I thoroughly enjoyed. This was one of the, I gotta say, from everything I've watched in the past, month or so here at Stream Time, this one kept me on the edge of my seat. I didn't want this movie to end. It was that good. I enjoyed it that much. Basically, Eli James, a reporter at the Washington Chronicle, breaks a story that Yale University alumni and Olympic gold medalist and best-selling author Nate Sterling is running as an independent in the upcoming presidential election. And his opponents are unpopular Democratic incumbent president and Senator Patricia Turnbull, a Republican who, if elected, would be the first female president of the United States. Eli befriends her idol, Nick Booker. She tells him that she has uncovered a conspiracy, but Turnbull is embezzling funds from the lottery. Now, that's the Republican candidate, they think. Now, this basically, the story has a lot of twists and turns to it. It doesn't give away its ending, and you think the story in this is going one way, and when you get about 3/4 of the way through the movie, all of a sudden, it just like it's just a hard right man turn. And I don't mean hard right politically. I'm talking, it takes a hard right and you're like, oh my God, this is what's going on? And then you're thinking to yourself, well, wait a minute, are we sure? They lead you down this narrow path that you think, oh my goodness, okay, everything we thought was happening is not happening, but is this really the direction we're going in? It's got tense moments. It's got a great backstory. The characters are very well developed. John Cena plays the independent candidate running for president, and Nate Sterling, he does a great job in that role. And I'll tell you what, Kathy Bates is in this as well, and Stephen Lang as Gordon White. Luke Kirby plays Lucas Nikolai. John Cena plays Nate Sterling, the independent running for office. Brian Cox plays Nick Booker. Jodie Turner-Smith as Elisha Eli James. And just a great cast overall. It's very, very well done. The story will keep you engaged. It seems like it's almost ripped right out of the headlines with all the political charged things going on in the United States here, in the past couple years. You kind of find yourself drawn right in, and it really brings everything to the forefront about how we feel about our candidates, how we feel about our nation, and also how we want our candidates to be and want our candidates to act. And there's a moral and an ethical crossroads in this film that it takes you to. What would you do if you were in this position? If you were the reporter and you had this, and we know what's been going on with the two-party system, how would you handle something like this? It really puts you at a crossroads and makes you honestly think, the greater good of the whole nation. The candidate, Nathan, makes a great pitch for why he might have done what he did. And I'll tell you, it just, overall, this was a very, very well done film. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I would highly, highly recommend it to anyone who likes a good political drama. It almost reminds me of like The Pelican Brief, an older film from the late 70s, early 80s, as far as All the President's Men, kind of an investigative journalistic. Now, here's the weird thing. This film has not gotten really good reviews on the internet. Only 33% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 5.4 rating out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database, which I found very, very shocking, to be quite honest with you. And I don't get it. I just don't get it, because I thought it was a good cast. I thought it was a very well-done film, and to me, it drew me in. It had me kind of on the edge of my seat, and it had me thinking a lot about today's political climate. But you have to have the Peacock Network to see The Independent. So check out The Independent. It's on the Peacock Network streaming service. You have to be a subscriber to that. I think it's worth your time. I think it's worth a watch. I think if you like a good political thriller with intrigue that kind of takes a turn at the end and doesn't give away the movie after the first 15 minutes, The Independent is worth your time. Speaking of time, that's all the time we have for on this episode of Stream Time. As always, we thank you for listening. And again, if you like the program, Please leave us a positive rating and review, subscribe to the podcast, and share us with your friends. You can check out more episodes of Stream Time at purplepitstudios.com or by going directly to the website at streamtimeshow.com. Until next time, I'll hang on to the remote and do the web surfing, and I'll look forward to meeting up with you again on the next episode of Stream Time.